Good morning, fellas. Blue Dream MMA here. And today, we're only 2 months away from UFC 320. And the UFC just managed to drop some bangers on us. So, yeah, man, let's talk about UFC 320 coming up. So, the first fight that the UFC announced is Magomed Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira 2. We all saw the first fight. We all saw how it went. Magomed really did a number on Pereira. He managed to outstrike him standing up. Managed to press him on the cage most of the fight. So he had a lot of control on Pereira. You could tell that Pereira was really getting frustrated in there. He was not able to get his strikes going. Was not able to get his leg kicks going, especially because he was fighting a southpaw. You know, Alex Pereira has to throw that back leg to the left, and when you're fighting a guy that has basically the mirror stance of you, you can only really throw the front leg kick, which is not as powerful, and really it's harder to really do damage with. But I think that in the second fight, with everything that we saw, I think that the fight is gonna be slightly different, but not so much. I really think that Ankalaev is gonna be able to impose his will on Alex Pereira once again. I think that this time around he will be boxing up a lot more than in the first fight. I think that he won't be attempting as many takedowns. Although I do still expect him to press Alex against the cage and the fight to play a lot in the clinch. And we've seen that Alex clinch is not the greatest. So yeah, right now I think that Ankalaev has what it takes to Pereira once again. Pereira has been, I think he's getting older too, so definitely a challenge. But I can't wait to see that fight, bro. Like, I really can't wait. The second fight for the co-main event is Merab our Georgian King, versus Corey Sandahagen. So this fight, honestly, Corey Sandahagen, I feel so bad for him. He's been at the top of that division for years. Top 5, top 3, top 2. Like, he's always at the top of the division, but he's never able to get the win that allows him to get over the hump of a contender to a number 1 contender. This time around, he got the win. I think that Merab has beat everybody already in that division almost, and so it was about time that Corey Sandahagen gets his turn. I just think that it would have been nicer to see Corey Sandahagen versus Sean O'Malley, but then Merab doesn't really have a rightful contender. Although Pereira could be, the issue with Pereira is that he whooped his ass. Like, he really beat him up. I think Corey has an interesting matchup versus Merab. I think that what he has compared to Sean O'Malley, because they're both the same size, they have, I think, the same reach. But I think that Corey Sandahagen has a much better matchup than O'Malley did, because Corey, despite being so long, doesn't really fight long. He fights long, but he also likes to fight in the pocket, unlike O'Malley, who really just stays long the whole time. So you can expect Corey to really be throwing knees to the body, knees to the head. I mean, Merab is really short. He's going to be ducking down a lot for these takedowns and these takedown feints. So I really think that Corey is gonna be able to threaten him with something out there. I think that Corey is being overlooked in this fight. I think that he has a really interesting matchup compared to most of the other guys that are not called Umar. I think that Umar has the best matchup for Merab. Merab says that Umar was his easiest fight. I don't agree. Regardless of what, I think that Merab is going to put a pace. He's going to put a pace on Corey. He's going to put pressure. He's going to be attempting a million takedowns, which, honestly, defending a takedown isn't that bad. The issue is just defending multiple. That's when it becomes like a real chore. Because defending takedowns is really not hard, bro. It's really easy. And that's why Merab doesn't really get that many takedowns until later in the fight, because defending takedowns is not that hard. It's just fucking tiring, and when you're tired, everything is hard. And next one that they also announced, Jiri versus Khalil Roundtree. Now this might be the best fight of the night. This could be the best fight of the year. You have two opposite ends of basically Alex Pereira's best fights. I don't know if you can, both are crazy. We got the crazy dude who fights recklessly and has actually improved his technique lately, as we saw in his last fight, as in for Jiri. And then you have this crazy technical Muay Thai demon in Khalil Roundtree. Roundtree really, I think he has a really tough fight ahead of him. But I think that he really will put a lot of pain on Jiri Prochazka. I think that Jiri's stance and the way he likes to move around will really put him in a tough predicament. Because I think that Killer Roundtree will chop down the legs like crazy. Like Jiri really gives his legs away to get chopped on. And I think that unlike Rakic, who actually kind of gave in to the slugfest, kind of backed away from the leg kicks when he was fighting Jiri Prochazka, I don't think that Killer Roundtree will do the same. I think that Killer Roundtree will chop his leg, and then throw off top with major ill intent. Will throw major hooks. You know how he throws them like with full extension, like oh man, like it's a lot of power that's going to be coming towards Jiri Prochazka. But Jiri also throws with a lot of ill intention. Jiri only wants to knock you out. Everything that he throws is with a lot of power. He doesn't care. So he's not afraid of the power that comes back to him. Although I do think that he has worked a lot on his head movement and on his defense, as we saw in his last fight versus Jamal Hill. By the way, both these guys lost to Pereira, and both these guys whooped Jamal Hill's ass. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, so this is the fight. This is the UFC 320. These are the 3 fights that we know now that's going to be on that card. And bro, the UFC is really putting work this year in terms of the numbered cards. The work that they're putting on these numbered cards has to be studied, man. Shout out to the UFC. And yeah, man, I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, like it. If not, it is what it is. Subscribes and peace out. Because I'm out.